Everyone, welcome back to our Greenskins campaign. So now I did realize between episodes, first of all I did spend all my money, so that's all gone into buildings and income and whatnot. But one thing that I did not realize this entire campaign and for my Empire campaign as well, there's this page. Yeah, so I could have been customizing all of my characters and giving them those extra buffs and whatnot just to help out. I obviously completely didn't realize it all, so I fixed it up. I've gone through and added all the talismans and weapons and all that to all the characters that I can. I'm not going to go through and show you them all because I don't think it's that relevant and it's a bit of a waste of time. So yeah, we'll just jump back into the episode as usual. So I think we want to have this army. I think we'll move him over here for now because then he can raid next turn and then he can get really good replenishment. This army I'm going to wait a turn before we attack, just so we can get all these filled in for this character, just to make sure he's just that little bit stronger so he can do the siege better. We do have this army that's still recruiting, that's fine. We do have this army that's moving up very slowly, I will say. I don't know where you're going to get us there any quicker. Not really. He's going to be taking a bit of attrition because his fightiness is horrendously low. And we do have this army over here who I will have to build up because maybe we can do a push against the vampires in a little bit. Not that we really need to, but I suppose if the army's over there, I don't see any reason not to. So yeah, we'll just end the turn. Yeah, that army is low fightiness. We knew that. There was like a bunch of hits, but we'll put him up in one of the settlements up to the sort of northeast over there and get him to replenish so then he can go fight off these red-eye bandits. He wants peace, that's going to be a no. He wants peace, which is also going to be a no. So yeah, a few changes that I got to keep making to make sure I'm still good at this game. We're going to fight this. It's close and it's winnable, so we'll fight this. They do have like a little lord here, so that'll be annoying, but I want to fight this. It will be close and tough, but I'd rather just not lose this settlement. It'll be more annoying to get back than it will be to maybe win this battle. So I want to be that. Archers, as per usual, will be pretty damn useful in this fight. Do have same amount of melee units. Well, actually, I suppose because their lord counts as a melee unit, so that'll be that. Yeah, archers will be important. We've got to maybe, hopefully, break a squad before they get close to us. Also, the archers will be good at keeping away these wolf riders because we definitely will outrange them. So it's important to make sure that we can kill those horse archers or that missile cav before they can do any damage to us. Because the frontline battle is already going to be tough enough as is, especially with their lord, so archers are important. So, with that in mind, I want to get up on this hill. So, have him over here. That battle. And I get up on this hill. We'll just speed it up just for the start of the battle here. If we do get closer. Right. Archers can start hitting these guys. Lord's under attack, that's fine. Our melee units guys will just sit here for now. We have no big use for them at the moment. I know these guys do have poor morale. Yeah, you can see their poor leadership. So our archers are going to do really well against them, especially 2 squads of them. It's really good. We just want to make sure we've got plenty of ammo on these guys as well, just to make sure we've got ammo to use on all their melee units. So those guys are pretty badly broken. Even if they do come back, they are significantly less strength, so I'm not worried about that. It's good that they charged at us early. It doesn't look like they will engage us. Or they might. I've found that the AI is much more willing to engage you in this than, say, in the original Rome. Although, as I say that, they are sort of going a bit back and forthy. Maybe we can move up a little bit. Could just get in range for our archers to shoot at them. It does look like they're moving towards us, so yeah, we'll get our archers to start firing. Hopefully this won't be hitting our own units here. Yeah, that's good. Fire in there. These are big squads of units as well. And yeah, our leader is just an average squad of infantry, so it's not particularly great. We should have our archers firing on these guys. We're going to do a bit of a different tactic here. We're just going to run. Although, as I say that, we're probably going to get outpaced here. These archers are fast, so that is good for us. These guys are getting caught, so maybe we do just have to charge in there. These archers should be firing on them. We want these archers. Anyone that has poor leadership, that's who we want to be shooting at. Hopefully they won't be blocked, but yeah, our leader is getting really beat up. And if he leaves, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay, so this hasn't gone well at all. Really didn't use my archers too well. Their melee units got too close to us too quickly, so that's kind of a loss for us. Maybe we can break this middle unit here. We charge at him. We can break this side here. Because with all our units generally focused over here, we can focus down this side. Our warriors are fleeing though. We need to move them back. Maybe just keep them alive just a little bit longer just so our archers can keep doing more damage. Archers are on skirmish mode, so that's good for us. But I say that they're not really running too well. That squad was like basically broken. But it's just all our melee units are terrified. And these guys, I mean, they're still really like quite close to breaking. Even though like they do have us on the run. Yeah, I think I lost. Oops. Alright. Yeah, I didn't play this one very well. Yeah, I can't get my archers to turn around and fire at them in time. If we do something like that, then maybe, but no, they're just running in as well. I could have done it better, but I mean, it's a small settlement and it's a tiny army, so I can just come back and crush it. It's no big deal. It will slow me down a bit, but look at the casualties they did. That's really good, actually. I'm surprised they did so well against us, because as far as I know, from just really average memory, these two units here are better than any of their melee units. So really I'm surprised that these guys did so much damage, or got so many kills. But oh well. Not the end of the world. I think I'll have to move the army that just finished up the border princes. That army's gonna have to come back, even though it's not full strength, but against these guys, I mean, it'll be a piece of cake, so yeah. I was very disappointed this morning because I woke up expecting for the new DLC for EU4, Europa Universalis, for those who don't know. I was hoping it'd be out, but of course, because I live in Australia, everything comes out a day later, so it gets you every time, it really does. It's a rough time living in Australia. Yeah, we did get a negative modifier there for more recruitment time. It doesn't look like it'll affect this army, which is good. That's the only army that will be affected by it, so that's good to know. I think we'll do this siege. It doesn't look good for us at all. I'm more than aware of that. But I'm thinking with the amount of artillery that we've got here, I'm much more confident in my ability to siege correctly as the Greenskins, especially against dwarves. This artillery can be used really well, and we are like 100% gonna need to just break through the gates. If we try going up onto the walls, it'll probably be suicide, especially because a lot of our squads are really weakened. Maybe if we got our lord here, Snide. If he was up there as well, I think it'd be good, but I really have to assess the situation first before I decide if it's smart to go up on the wall. Because otherwise, I'm sure they can shoot at us as well, but we've got 5 artillery units here, so I think they'll do fantastic in destroying the walls and killing any range units that they've got on top of the walls. Because obviously we can't see the Allies' army here, but I do think there was about 3 or 4 archer units. So I mean, I don't know how well like the AI predicts this stuff, but if we just move everything over towards here, we'll have our artillery. Control group 3 actually. We can just have them here and just sort of sit in the middle, shoot in the middle of the wall. We definitely want the siege towers over on this end. I think we can maybe drop one of them as well, because I don't think we need that many. Can we? I don't think we can climb onto that bit of the wall. Yeah, I think we have to do it here. So we can have it around the gates here, but other than that, yeah, so I want you to drop your siege weapon, and you to drop your siege weapon. These guys, they'll just sit here in preparation, maybe go up one of these gates with them. These two, we want one as well. Now our cavalry, they'll just wait for the gates to go down. Right, of course, I'm an idiot, so all the melee units which are really beat up, they're going to have to go there. Start moving that up. It does look like they are on the other side of the wall, so we've got time here. Nope. As I say that, I notice all their men are up on the wall there, so didn't quite pull it off, but that's fine. I was kind of hoping I could maybe just trick the AI and have them assume I was just going to go over there, but I've also made a big mistake here. Now that I'm not actually spread out, what we can do is something maybe a little cheeky. Is go grab those siege towers and then instead attack over there. Because these guys, it's not going to go well if we go that way, so we'll have them run over here as well. We can just still have our artillery firing all the units up here. That is where all their units are. We will just have our cav like prep to go over here and barge through the gates, because any units that decide to come down the bottom through here, our cav will clean up. So we can break the doors open. I'm not too worried about that. My biggest concern is friendly fire from our artillery. I don't know how much the artillery is actually hitting here. It does look like they've done a bit of damage, and I definitely want to be focusing the range units, just so the cav that does come down through here won't get picked off by the range units. We do have range units up here, which is fine. Here's what I should be doing. I just should be splitting up. This is a really bad mistake that I keep making, is just grouping it all into one area and then getting screwed. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the artillery is doing too well. Can't see their shots either, so I'll assume they're firing. It does have the symbols, but there we go. That's coming off there. A gate is slightly damaged, not really that much. Almost at their siege towers, although they have taken a lot of damage. May not be best to use them, but you are. Do I want to go up these walls? I mean, it's gonna be pretty nasty. Rotate the camera so I can get the wall there. Enemy gates are destroyed. Fantastic. I will do that in just a second as soon as I get these siege towers moving. Probably should just pause the game, but I'm eager to play fast. Okay, so Cav can move in. Even these guys can move in. No real reason to get them up on the walls yet. As I say that, yeah, I might as well just drop these siege weapons and move them in manually. These guys can all charge in there, that's absolutely fine. Artillery, still firing, not doing a great deal of damage. Like, that wasn't very spectacular. Okay, you just go capture the center. That's all they really need to do. Probably just not even move these units in. But I'm willing to try it out. No, okay. I know I'm changing, like, swapping my plans around a lot constantly during this, but I think the better plan is to just use this side over here. I'm gonna have them move all over there as well. Yeah, there we go. Chase down that leader. That's a good idea, actually. Artillery, yeah, we'll just keep firing on these guys. All these units are just going to be constantly taking hits because they're just outside the siege walls, but it's fine. Oh, they must have lost sight of them. Okay. I want to have 2 units here to stay when these guys come down. Because these guys that come down, they're going to get crushed between infantry and cav, which is exactly what I want. Yeah. Hitting them in the side here will destroy them. These guys are moving horrendously slow. Artillery is still firing, granted slowly. Would definitely be great if the banners didn't move over the way, but yeah, definitely just attack him. If he breaks, then the rest of the army will really struggle. These 2 cav units, they're going to come out and then do another charge. These 2 pressure on, and a little flank charge in the side here should be enough. Rest of these melee units. Oh, I got some artillery in there. Good if I could select them all. There we go. Let's do cav. Keep moving back and forth. These guys are nearly broken. How are we doing against their leader? Yeah, it's alright. We are slowly capturing this. Oh, I never knew that. Whoever holds the middle point just gets a defense bonus, or a leadership bonus. I honestly never knew that. Surprise, more things I didn't know. Okay. Artillery can't really see much on the walls because we've all but deserted that side. But any units that sort of come over this way, our artillery will hit. Okay. They're basically broken. Let's have this cav come over here. We have captured this, so we do get a leadership bonus. Is that... I don't know how much it is, but it looks like a significant amount, I want to say. It really is hard to tell. Okay. Do we have archers firing over that way? That's what we want our cav to be doing now. Lord is under attack. It's fine. We want our cav, I'm going this way actually, come out and flank the archers. They come to here. We can have all our melee units hold this spot here. Artillery usefulness is probably done. So maybe we can hit those guys actually. Yeah, that archer fire is really hurting. But we still do own the middle point, so that's something good. Melee units are moving horrendously slowly. You need to move out for now, before you get rushed. Have we captured that? Okay, yeah, it does, so we control it now. Artillery, I don't think is really firing on them. I don't think they can shoot over the walls that well. Okay, let's move past these guys, because this charge hasn't really worked. So we'll move around, hit up these archers, hit the flanks here, do all that good stuff. Slide. Charge in that way. cover the Cavs retreat. It'd be good if they actually moved out of there. I've always found with creative assembly games, moving around in the city is generally pretty average. Snide's going to do wonderful work through here. It doesn't need the damage resistance. This guy would love it. Okay, because they keep losing vision. That's something that's pretty new to this game, is they lose vision and they stop marching instead of just heading over to that same general direction. So the Cavs really beat up. I don't know how well it'll do against dwarf archers, who are notoriously annoying. With enough Cav, I can't imagine these guys would want to stick around. They're very tired. I think that's good. Ow. Oh, Attila's going to be firing over at these guys, which is a bad idea now that our Cav's all there. The infantry just needs to hold this line, just wait for the Cav to get there. Because once the Cav gets there, we'll be absolutely fine. Snide definitely needs to be moving up that way. You. Ah, no, okay, they're broken, that's fine. These guys still haven't broken, which amazes me. The dwarves are so goddamn annoying. They never break. Maybe if I pull one unit out and recharge them, that should do it. Actually, that's good. They're broken. Have our Cav come this way. I'm going to destroy this flank. So, yes, I'm aware this was a very poorly fought battle, as per usual, but I won it. This way. Yeah, sure, have the damage resistance, can't hurt. Use up all its ammunition. Yeah, that's a good flank in the back. They are all surrounded now, so that should be all we need to win, right? You would assume. Never really is that simple though, is it? I mean, these guys, I mean, they're dead and they're still not running. Oh, I hate versing the dwarves. It's probably a really bad idea to be playing as the Greenskins then, but oh well. We've almost completely wiped them out. It'd be good if these guys pushed forward and backed up Snide here, because having this extra flank over here now would be all that we need to win. We can double speed this. Yeah, victory is in our grasp. And there's double flank here. That's all we need, just to finish them off. Okay, there we go. We've done it. Boy, that was tough. There we go. We got him. Sweet Jesus. So that also. That was a tough fight. I'm not gonna lie. I could have played it better, but I definitely think I could have played it worse. So good with the bad, I suppose. We killed more of them, so that's important. Like, and that's just not because they were left behind in the siege. It was like we actually did that much damage. So I'm happy with that. Even numbers against dwarves, especially attacking into like a siege scenario, I think we did well. Yeah, I'm much more happy with that. I think because in the original Rome, those siege towers were fantastic, especially with Roman legions. But I definitely think using the battering rams are the way to go now. We'll get this for the obedience, and there's this for the garrison. This army will sit here and like 100% needs to replenish. We will take. Not sure. I think I do like savages, just so our guys do more damage. And we'll have that end the episode there. We're a bit too long, so I'll end it there, and I'll see you all next time.